Hello, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is a little chat that I'm filming because I'm not here tomorrow to make one. So I figured I better do a little chat now so that I've got something that will pop up, because I'll probably get home maybe a little bit too late tomorrow to make my following day's chat. So I'm going to do that now. So it's not going to be a mega long one because I've already been babbling away in the corner for quite some time. But I'm at my son's because it tomorrow this is today, maybe yesterday. Oh my God, I don't know. Well, anyway, on the 25th, it's my son's birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old he is because he's just too darn old now. And it makes me sound really old. And of course, as you all know, I'm young and vibrant and not old in the slightest. No, I'm not. So let's have a look. This was the dark one from yesterday. What we got today? I can't make that out. Maybe it'll be all clearer if I do that. What on earth is this? I have no idea what that is. It looks like a really weird creature. Oh, I don't know. That is odd. That's odd. Can't remember that in The Mandalorian. I have to watch it again, aren't I? So many things I've probably forgotten about. And let's do the mum joke then. Like dad jokes, only smarter. By Elizabeth Johnson and Phoebe Bottoms. That's a funny name. Okay, there we are. I used to want it all. A career, a husband, kids. Now, do you want any of it? I like that. I've been doing two. I know it's a big book, but still. That was a funny one, so we'll leave it at that. Oh, it's hot. I tell you, it's really, really hot. And the one thing I'm not looking forward to is driving in my car without air conditioning. Now, Gary said if I want to, I can swap cars with him so that when I go to Paul's, I can take Gary's car and he'll take mine to work. Ooh, you know, I feel so ashamed of this. I really do. Because I've always been the sort of person who'll drive anything. And I've never been scared of driving anything in my entire life. You know, I don't care. I'll just drive. I drove a Reliant Robin, you know, and if you don't know what one of those is, it's a free-wheel go-kart, basically. Well, it's probably go-karts are easier to drive, to be honest with you. But it wasn't my car. I just want to make that clear. I just happened to drive it one day. But I drove everything, whether it was an ambulance, whether it was a, you know, Reliant Robin. I drove everything. And I was never scared to drive. But I learnt to drive in a manual, and I've always been a manual car driver. By that I don't, you know, like automatic transmission. But I've always done changing gear myself, and I always said I didn't want an automatic. Never want to be bothered with that because, you know, it's laziness for a start, and you know, you're in control of your car better if you're in control of the gears. So, you know, I've never been one to want an automatic, but Gary got one once, and on the odd occasion that I borrowed that car for work, safe mine was in the shop, and it was so much easier driving around in the traffic. And then again, I didn't ever get an automatic of my own, but I ended up taking over the payments for the car that I've got from it was Gary's son. And so it coincided with a time when he didn't want that car and I needed a car. So I took it over. And since I've had that car, I've loved having an automatic. I have absolutely... I don't really want to drive a car that isn't anymore. It is just so good to drive, seriously. You only have to move your toe on that car and you are yesterday's news. You're gone. It is a really nice car to drive, and it is automatic, and it's so nice not to have to keep changing gear, putting that clutch down, especially in traffic. It's just gorgeous. And so I have driven that car for so long now. I'm out of the habit of driving with gears. Now I have driven Gary's car and I've never had an accident. I've never not done it properly. You know, whenever I've got in, I've not forgotten that he's got gears. You know, and I've done it. But I can't say I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I really don't. Had he got the car I previously had, like my convertible, maybe I'd enjoy driving it. But he's got a Cougar and it's not like mine, you know, let's just say. But it has air conditioning in it at the moment that works, whereas mine will be like a little oven. And because I've got a very sloping front window, it does get like a oven. It really does. So I could, if I wanted to, go past work, because I have to virtually go past where Gary works to go. And I could take my car, swap it round and take his. But I've got to change gear. I've got to change gear all the time. Oh, it's so frustrating. So I'm in two minds. It's either be lovely and cold and change gear all the time, or just open the window and drive the way we used to, which is no fun if you've got hair, just saying. But my car is a dream. So yeah, and it's fast, just saying, you know. So I'll let you know what I do. But I'm 99.9% sure I'm going to be driving mine with the window open. But we'll see. We'll see how the mood takes me. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow when I'm gone. I know it's not tomorrow for you. But yeah. I always said I don't want an automatic. No way will I drive one of those. I'm sold on them now. I guess it depends on the car, you know. It does. It depends on the drive and how good the drive is. Yeah. And how awful the traffic is. That's another thing. Nothing worse than doing this all the time with your ankles. Anyway. Yep. I'm going to get back to normal by the end of the week. I will be hopefully getting to grips with my next tutorial. Because, you know, as I say, I got a little bit behind. Before I was ill, I'd started to kind of waver as to which ones I wanted to do and when and where I'd written it down and all that. And then I got ill and that was that. And so then I had to kind of try and pick them up again. And I figured just tackle one at a time. So, yeah, I've been doing that. I've got one done and I've got two to go, as well as a few things in here that I'm thinking of making. So yeah, that will kind of come, no doubt. Yeah, that's really, I haven't really got much else to tell you. It's just been really hot. I've been working a lot and cooking, that sort of stuff. Not really much else to kind of tell you. It's beautiful out there. I feel like I should be at the beach. I feel like I should be doing out and abouts everywhere, and definitely sitting on the decking, because Gary's made a start on getting it up to scratch. Yeah, so I feel like I should do that, but it's like all the time that I used to have, or I used to sit in the garden and maybe he said, do you remember when you used to do your video out there? And I said, yeah, but I did make a few people seasick with my chair that kept moving. So, but I did a live stream out there, called it a garden party, and I did all sorts of stuff in the garden. I used to film out in the garden quite often, but I still don't have time to set foot out there. And I need to make the most of it, because pretty soon this little spell will be over and we'll be back to being cold again. And then before you know it, the summer will be ending. And yeah, so we need to do the odd barbecue and stuff like that before we lose the weather. Because you know it's England, right? And our summer is 1 day here and 2 days there, and that's all she wrote usually. But we've got this little spell where it is really hot. So I should make the most of it. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this. I know it's not very long and I do apologise, but I figured that if I didn't pop on and do this one, then you might not get one for the following day. So yeah, that's why I thought I'd get on and just do another little chat, because I know lots of you like to see them. Now, I watched a little video earlier from Creative Grandma, and it wasn't Creative Grandma, it was her grandson Cody who'd made the video for her. And I was quite interested in it because it was, he had swatched up the yarn that Creative Grandma recently bought from hobbyrocks.co.uk. She bought quite a lot of the different Robin paint box yarns, and she, or Cody, had done them for her because Creative Grandma has had to take her mum to the hospital and she's had a few problems. Now, I didn't know about that until I saw this video, so I will give drop Glenda an email because we do keep in touch, and I knew she'd had like some problems, her mum had had some problems, so I will get in touch. But it was nice to see, and he mentioned in the video about the YouTube algorithm being very unforgiving, and this is true, and I can really relate to that, because before I was ill, I was on, my momentum was going, and it sort of came from me making the no turning chain videos. I made the no turning chain, and then I got asked many questions, so I did another one, and then I did one on the granny square, no turning chain, no turning your work, no twisting. So those 3 videos, they all had lots of views. The first one had the most, but it sent me into this kind of snowball effect of the algorithm was throwing me out there, you know, and so I was getting more and more traction. I was ill, and so I couldn't make videos for 1 or 2 days, and then all of a sudden that YouTube algorithm drops you like a stone. And it does, it just literally drops you. It doesn't think, and I've watched this video of a lady a little while ago who said something along the lines of she got to 77k because she made consistently 2 videos a week. Well, I'm sorry, but I made a good well, there was only 2 days where I didn't actually create a video, and that algorithm dropped me like a stone. And the same is true of Glenda. So in her absence, Cody made the video for her, so that was really sweet. I wish I had a Cody that could do it for me when I was ill or whatever, but I don't. But in the description box below, I'm going to put a link to Glenda's new video where she did the swatches of my Robin paint box splash that she purchased from my shop. It's Cody, her grandson, and I'll put a link in the description box to that video. So please give it a watch, because Glenda needs the watch time. And I know you probably think that Glenda's got she's got 300,000 subscribers. When I was ill, I really needed that watch time, because like I said, that YouTube algorithm, man, it just drops you like a stone. So I'm going to put a link in there, so hopefully that won't happen to Glenda, because she's lovely. And anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll also, if I can remember, put a link to the Yarn Addict's unboxing of his order, because I gave a voucher code because he showcased my yarn, so I gave him a voucher code for his subscribers. So if you want that voucher code, I'll put a link to not only Glenda's video, well, it's Cody's, but I will put a link to and his unboxing as well. It's a live stream, it's not at the beginning, it's sort of maybe 3/4 of the way through, but it's well worth a watch, and it's a lovely live stream. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Next time you see me, I'll have eaten loads of cake. I know, then I've got to get back on the diet. So see you soon. Bye for now.